Curb-Stomped Marble Pie by BleedingEquine. The tags for the story are sex, gore, dark, romance, slice of life, tragedy. Big Macintosh rapes Marble Pie in a horrible display of animalistic dominance. She tries to resist with all of her might. See how it proves for her. The ponies that star in the story are Applejack, Apple Bloom, Big Macintosh, and other characters. Wee you pony pussy! With 1,000 words. It was an amazing day in Ponyville. Marble Pie stared into the eyes of Big Macintosh. She was just too happy to oblige.
Oh, Big Mac, I gotta say something. I love you, but I'm going to stay a virgin forever. Please be happy for me.
Big Macintosh grunted in an angry tone. How dare she put all this work on his huge horse shoulders? His cock was hard, and she was currently pushing it down. He looked at Marble Pie with a tired sigh. I'm going to rape you.
What? Wait, Big Mac, don't do that!
She started screaming as Big Macintosh overpowered her virgin hole being desecrated by his prehensile penis. It grasped deep into her, and she started screaming for help.
Help, please, some pony, help!
Then Big Macintosh muffled her mouth, so she wouldn't get to scream so much. With anger in his snout, Big Macintosh started beating the shit out of her, just in case she tried anything. Her eye was circled with a painful black eye, and with each hit, her will to fight off Big Macintosh became less. Big Macintosh's cock grew 2 sizes that day, as his manly hormones finally could be released after all these years. He grunted one final push into Marble Pie, and stuffed her, while breaking her arms and legs in the process. His hits on her body were just so random that he could only tell those limbs were heavily harmed. You won't be able to walk again, Marble Pie, he said with a sneer. Now, have my babies. With her filled with cum, Big Macintosh got nails from the corner of the basement they were in. He dragged her cum-infested body and dragged her to the wall, where he painfully nailed at her 4 hooves, making her aloft. Her spirit broken, she could only watch the wall of the basement while getting fucked daily by Big Macintosh. Months have passed, and her pregnant belly was grown by the cum Big Mac would feed her. She would be constantly depressed and in agony. But she started screaming. The fall was coming, and she had no choice but to give birth.
Oh, Celestia, please no,
she whispered to herself as the pregnancy was about to end. She pushed with what she could to make the pain stop. Oh my, the babies are coming, said Big Macintosh as he entered the basement. Marble Pie still hung on the wall. She made one final push and gave birth to the baby. It was caught in Big Macintosh's arms. It's beautiful, he said happily, the filly burbling in his hooves. But not perfect. Big Macintosh dropped the foal into the ground and stomped it into a gooey pulp. Marble screamed as she saw her offspring being turned into a bloody paste. All she could do was bite her tongue at the sight of something so horrible. No, don't do it, Marble Pie! Big Macintosh got angry again and started smashing his powerful hooves into her stomach and head. Each hit caused a surge of pain throughout her, but she finally was able to bite her tongue amidst all of the abuse. Knowing she was dead, Big Macintosh started smashing his force onto her in an autistic rage. Her head started showing brain matter, before Big Macintosh completely smashed her skull into itself, causing all sorts of fluids and fleshy debris come all over his body. Damn you, Marble Pie! He would scream to the heavens. Then, Big Macintosh felt horny again. Alright, I'll just rape her corpse. Might feel good. So Big Macintosh ripped off the torso of Marble Pie. He started fucking its skull hole with the force of 1,000 gorillas. Each pump broke open a flesh wound on the corpse. Then he came and covered her remains completely, making a nice white hue. I love you, Marble Pie. Best flesh cunt I ever had. Her rock-hard figure and overall familiarity of personalities were nothing compared to actually murdering their child, nailing her to the wall, and fucking her corpse.
Hey, Big Macintosh, ready for dinner?
Said Apple Bloom as she watched her brother finish. Yeah, I got the food ready. Let's eat.
Okay, Daddy. Brother.
Now, Apple Bloom, it's okay now. But your mother and I specifically told you not to say it ever. So after we eat, we'll both fuck you for your punishment.
Okay, bro,
she said nervously at the pounding she was going to get tonight. Big Macintosh brought Marble Pie's corpse to the kitchen, where she started cutting the cum-covered pieces into a soup bowl. Then he started cooking the meat and let it settle for a bit. "Come to dinner, girls!" screamed Big Macintosh. Apple Bloom sat on her seat after coming for her room. Applejack came out of her room and was 11 months pregnant.
"Oh boy, Big Mac, I believe this one is a kicker. Hopefully it'll pass inspection," she said happily.
Not like your past draft record. Over 8 babies I had to crush with your negligence. Sans Apple Bloom, of course.
"It'll be a filly or a colt, sis," said Apple Bloom excitedly. "I'm not sure. We don't want to be too excited. It could always be an imperfect offspring to be crushed."
"Dinner is served," said Big Macintosh as he poured a slop into their bowls. They ate together as any family would, as happy as possible. Apple Bloom swallowing the bone and meat with the bloody soup. It was another beautifully amazing day in Apple Acres.
You were born here, in this place. I was there